We went to church. My family is pretty spiritual. I mean, they've gone to church for lots of years. It was a family-based kind of thing, and I have uncles and that are ministers, and that's kind of like my dad's side of the family and my mom's side of the family. Some of them are very hard devoted to their religion. They're Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're really involved in that. And my parents were divided in that case, and that caused a lot of friction. My mom would take us to church, to her church, and my dad didn't know, and my dad would take us to his church when my mom wouldn't know, and we were, I think it just more confused my brother and I. My dad's religion is you gotta dress a certain way, and you gotta be a certain way, and you gotta do it the way they do it, and it's very structural. And my mom's side of the family, they don't believe in a lot of things. They don't celebrate a lot of things.
I was baptized as a Lutheran and always gone to Lutheran church all my life. I basically went when I was told, and I was bored to death. I would either fall asleep and get in trouble for that in church, or I would do everything I could to get out of it because I was not interested. I remember going to confirmation, and my mom would drop me off the front door and I would go out the back door, and I would go hang out with my friends at Dairy Queen until I had to go back to the front and get picked up at the church because I just really wasn't into it. When I met Johnnie, we never agreed upon religion. Every time it came up, it was an argument between us.
Subject.
It was a really sore subject, so we really tried to avoid it.
For a while, we just didn't go, and we didn't pray, and we didn't do anything. And then about 4 years ago now, maybe a little over, Janell and I, we wanted some change in our life. And we started working on our personal development.
That personal development kind of just started growing us and started opening our eyes and helping us to see and understand that there was definitely a God in our life.
But we were still stuck with what church do we go to? And we sought everything. And we even went to the Church of Scientology. But they were too far out there. Janell found Meadow online.
I actually feel like God brought Meadow to me. I was actually not even searching online. I was on Facebook working my business, and I seen a side post there with Meadow, and I clicked on it, which took me to the website. And that's really how it all started, because for several weeks, I listened to Pastor John's sermons online. And I was nervous. I was scared to bring it up to Johnnie because it was always a sore subject for us. And we were battling facing some of the worst times of our life together. And the last thing I wanted to do was bring more into it. And then I went and bought a Bible, and I started reading the Bible. I think I started getting stronger, so I was able to take it to Johnnie then after some time and say, hey, you gotta check out this church. And the way that I did it was actually, I sent him the link through Facebook. I'm like, here, look what I found.
And we came, and our first impressions were huge. I mean, they were changing. I just felt different about it, and everybody was so nice. Most churches are. People, usually are pretty nice. But it was an energy that I felt that was different, and that energy wasn't something that I had ever felt before in any other place that we went.
And we kept coming, and and the next thing you know, we accepted Jesus into our hearts, and that's the first time anybody ever asked me to accept Jesus into my heart. That's the first I ever heard of it my whole life. And I did it right away. I was excited to do it. I immediately got involved with, the first thing I wanted to do was get involved with the prayer line, because I didn't know how to pray. And it was just really ironic because I signed up also for Bible study class, and the very first Bible study class I went to, it was a lesson on teaching how to pray and how to talk and how to address God and everything. And being involved with the prayer line has kept me accountable to it. We've been together for 26 years, and never once did we pray together, ever, until now.
You know, I've been a musician. I've been around. My family's are musicians. I never played in a church before, but when I play in the band and I'm up here and I see people just worshiping, being a part of that, that's the reason why I'm a musician. Hi, my name is Johnnie Telemontes. This is my beautiful wife, Janell, and we've been coming to Meadow for about a year now. Meadow has really opened up our hearts to Jesus.